This is one of my dream bikes, but it felt more like a nightmare and didn't even look like a bike to begin with. Although the bike doesn't look remotely close to being done, it's actually very, very close. All we have to do now is put it back together, wrap those fairings, and take this bike for a ride. Alright guys, so let's get this bike jacked up even higher so that we can fix the swing arm. Let's try not to drop it. That actually worked surprisingly well. Okay. It's resting on the pegs. I think it's okay. Alright, so we got it up on the green jacks. This is what we're trying to switch out. This black lowering link right here. I got an OEM one that came with the bike. And they call it dog bone. So yeah, this one is shorter than what's on there, which should increase the bike's height. Great, the exhaust is in the way. We unbolt the exhaust then. It's always 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Sweet. Alright, so I cleaned up the dog link. I hope that's what it's called or I'm gonna get flamed in the comments. It's got a little bit of rash on both sides, but it's smooth for the most part. So I'm gonna add some silicone grease just for the rubber bearing covers. I just like doing this because it rejuvenates old rubber, and then this is bearing grease. Sweet. Nice, and that is the rear link put together. Alright, let's see how bad these wings are mounted. That is not good. Alright, so I got the winglets off, but the silicone's pretty stuck on there, so I'm gonna go buy some glue gun. I don't know how I've made it this far without owning that, but we're gonna go get it. Little excuse to take the bike out. So yeah, let me take this. Let me take the Suzuki out today. Alright, I brought all the body work out. My mom is crashing out. We're gonna start cleaning this up so we can prep for the wrap. The Munchkin joined us too. So this is one of my first attempts. I'm trying to wrap it in half so I don't mess up the whole thing, but I've messed up the whole thing anyways. I'm just gonna cut off this inside part All of this looks kind of okay, but then the edges look absolutely ridiculous. I should just bought some fairings. I didn't know wrapping a bike would be so hard. Alright, so the fairings are finally done. They came out real nice. I think as I was wrapping towards the end, I got better. So some of the pieces are a little janky, but some look really, really good. The tank I did towards the end, so you can barely notice the body line. This is actually 2 different pieces of vinyl. So I feel like this came out really well. The headpiece is okay. You can see some wrinkles. This will get covered by another body part. Side pieces are not bad either. One side does have a small rip in it, but it's only noticeable if you look real close. Wrapping is a lot tougher than I thought, and starting on a motorcycle, and that too with aftermarket fairings, it's just tough. On the aftermarket fairings, the paint itself is not perfect. There's drips and the edges are slightly uneven, so wrapping it made it kind of a nightmare. But we got done. The bike is gonna look pretty close to the render that we made. But yeah, so now let's start putting this thing back together. I have pretty much all the parts. The only thing I'm missing is the wheel repair. There's still that slight bend in it, but let's get started. It's been about a month since I've worked on this bike, so we're gonna have to refigure out where all these screws go. So let's figure it out. I'm gonna start by moving the hardware over from the old fender to the new one. Of course, instead of using plain old screws, Honda used rivets to secure some brake lines. Like, why? I finally came back from college. Alright, so we finally got the wheel on, attached the brakes, and put all this together too. Not too shabby. Before I start torquing things up, I want to show you guys something. Usually to find torque specs, I go on forums and find a free service manual, and then I either screenshot it or just keep pulling it up to find the specs. But I made this app while working on this bike. It's kind of like a ChatGPT, but for mechanics. You just type in the part name and it gives you the spec and procedure for it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I just made it to make my life a little easier, but I realized other people could use it too. You just put in whatever bike you want, whatever car. You can save specs just by double clicking. It shows you a confidence badge. So if it pulls it from OEM like service manuals, it shows you that. Otherwise, it'll say it's not confident, but I haven't really found any info that has not been 100% just yet. It's cool. You can make it in your preferred units. So I usually use foot-pounds, but you can make it in new meters if you want. So it's honestly, it works a lot nicer than I thought. I just made it for myself, but if you guys are interested, it's not public, this is not an advertisement, but if you guys are interested, I'll send you the link. I have like 10 people using it so far, so yeah, send me a comment, I'll send you a link, and you can download the app. Not a paid advertisement. Alright, so now we just gotta start wiring up all these small little things. I don't think we're gonna have to solder anything for this bike, which is a big win, I shall say. I kind of waited to put this taillight on just because it only hangs by 2 screws. It's a little flimsy without the bodywork. Yeah, that is so flimsy. The bodywork will definitely secure it, but okay, now the fun part. Let's start putting on some bodywork. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I'm sure we're missing some screws, but we gotta find what we're missing and order them. Guys, I promise I'm a semi-amateur mechanic. Tank does feel a lot more solid than I anticipated. Sweet. Now let's move the headlights to the new fairings. Alright, back in the garage, we printed a little tab. Quick little 15-minute session. Is it going to fit? Probably not, but we're going to go and reiterate. Take some loose measurements, so let's put on the bike and see. So here is where the tab should be. Obviously I just measured the other side. I don't know if it's symmetrical because nothing about this bike is symmetrical, but let us take a peek. So the hole's a little tight, but we can fix that. Every little repair on this bike has like mini projects, but it was fun. So with the under tray secured, it's now time to put on the top piece, but I'm just not happy with how I wrapped this originally. It's just not clean. The edges are a mess. So back to step one. I'm gonna unwrap everything and do it again. Alright, so I rewrapped the tailpiece. It looks so much better now. Look at the edges. It's just clean. I'm proud of this one. Yeah, I think the next bike I wrap, if I ever do this again, will come out a lot nicer. I think the goal is just to be patient and section everything off. My strategy before was to wrap it as 2 pieces, so make this the half line. But there's just too many angles going on, so sectioned off, did the edges by themselves, did this inside part by itself, even like the end piece, and then this whole thing is just one piece, right? So the only angles is like this and here, and then these two are their own separate pieces. So it looks a lot cleaner like this, even though there's a lot more work.
W's in the shot.
Oh, wow. Obviously, because we wrapped the bike, we had to make sure it still sounded good. I'm kidding. We just warmed it up so I can do an oil change. Probably should do this when I first buy the bike, but it always ends up being the second to last video. The next morning, I walked back into the garage to finish the bike and found some oil leaking. At first, I thought it was just some drips from our oil change last night, but it was not. We have a big problem.
Come through if you wanna